Hello, my name is Anna Buck. Today I'm going to be discussing euthanasia and physician-assisted suicide. Imagine yourself being unable to walk, unable to see, and can barely breathe, let alone able to speak or eat. You are in such excruciating pain that you can't even cry. Your life was well lived all those years before, but now there is no way that you could function without help from others. You think and feel as if your life has no meaning. Though your family is there for you every step of the way, you start to think, could ending your life be the answer to the pain? Well, in reality, this isn't something anyone needs to envision. This is an actual situation for many people. These people should be able to make their own choices and have control of their own lives. Physician-assisted suicide should be a matter of free will and not just law. First, I will give the definition of what assisted suicide is. Second, I will discuss the forms of assisted suicide. Third, I will discuss the 4 forms of euthanasia. Next, I will explain the lawfulness and then the controversy involved in the topic. Last, the outcome of assisted suicide and euthanasia. What is assisted suicide? Assisted suicide is a general term for helping a patient to terminate their life. Majority of assisted suicide requests are from terminally ill patients. There are 2 types of assisted suicide. We have euthanasia and physician-assisted suicide. Euthanasia is when the physician prescribes the treatment and the physician administers the drug to the patient. On the other hand, we have physician-assisted suicide. A physician prescribes the treatment, but the patient administers the drug, unlike euthanasia where the physician administers the drug. There are 4 types of euthanasia. We have active, passive, voluntary, and involuntary. Active is administering treatment to end life. Passive is withholding from treatment that sustains life. Involuntary is when the patient consents to treatment. Last, we have involuntary, is when the patient is unable to consent to treatment. But we're going to be discussing about the lawfulness as well. So euthanasia is illegal in the United States and Canada. Euthanasia is legal in the Netherlands and Belgium. Physician-assisted suicide is legal in the United States and the following states. We have Oregon, Washington State, Vermont, Colorado, and it is also legal in the Netherlands. In 1997, Oregon became the first state allowing Death with Dignity Act. Death with Dignity Act became a law in 2009 in Washington State. And in 2009, Montana ruled that physicians may assist patients in ending their lives by prescribing lethal medications. The Death with Dignity Act has the following requirements that must be met. To request a lethal medication prescription, the patient must be an adult of 18 years of age or older, a resident of Oregon, Washington State, Colorado, or Vermont, capable to make and communicate healthcare decisions, and diagnosed with a terminal illness that will lead to death within 6 months. To be able to receive the prescription for lethal medication, the following steps must be fulfilled. The patient must take 2 oral requests to his or her physician, separated by at least 15 days. The patient must provide a written request to his or her physician, signed in the presence of 2 witnesses. The prescribing physician and a consulting physician must confirm the diagnosis and prognosis. The prescribing physician and a consulting physician must determine whether the patient is capable. If either physician believes the patient's judgment is impaired by a psychiatric or psychological disorder, the patient must be referred for a psychological examination. The prescribing physician must inform the patient of feasible alternatives to Death with Dignity Act, including comfort of care, hospice care, and pain management. The prescribing physician must request but may not require the patient to notify his or her next of kin of the prescription request. this topic has a lot of controversy around it. You know, there's pros and there's cons. Pros is that it's humane, there are safety measures, and there's compassion as well as autonomy. The cons could be that the patient could end up being depressed, the pain management could not be controlled, financial burden to the families. You know, sometimes insurances do not cover physician-assisted suicide. The outcome is that in 46 states, terminally ill patients are not able to choose to end their suffering. In the 5 states that physician-assisted suicide is legal, when a patient decides to end their life, they are faced with monolithic decision. In addition, social workers and healthcare staff end up being involved in physician-assisted suicide cases against their own beliefs. I've attached references on my speech, you know, just so that you could check my information. If you guys have any questions, please refer back to me. Thank you for listening.